Y'all ready for this?
Welcome to the main event. In this corner, weighing in at 18 megapixels, the Canon T5. And in this corner, weighing in at 18 megapixels, the Canon SL1. And in this corner, also weighing in at 18 megapixels, the Canon T5i.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hey, Jeff. Let's get to work.
Y'all ready for this?
Hello there everyone, and welcome to this very special webisode, the very first in many product comparison webisodes that we will bring to you. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. And as you saw in the opening production, this is the very first webisode that we will do regarding the Rebel cameras. So let's dive right into it and bring to you the very first Rebel Rumble. Let's take a look at the Canon EOS T5. Now, some of the noticeable features you'll find is an 18 megapixel with the Digi4 processor, shoots high definition video at 1080, and that includes 30 frames per second at 1080 as well as 25 frames per second and 24. Now you can get 60 frames per second at the 720 resolution as well as the 50 frames per second. Shoots at 3 frames per second in continuous shooting rate for the sports mode, has 9 points of autofocus through the viewfinder. And to add a little flair to your images, it does have some creative filters built into the camera itself, like the toy camera filter, the fisheye effect filter, the miniature effect filter, grainy black and white, as well as soft focus. Within the Rebel lineup, the T5 is one of the more simplified designs, and in a minute we will go over some of the features that the other Rebel cameras have and compare them to what is not included in the T5. Now, overall, the T5 is a great starter camera for anybody who just wants to start to learn the basics of photography, or, just having a great camera to help capture those precious family memories. The Canon SL1. Now, right off the top, you'll notice a significant size difference with the Canon SL1 compared to the Canon T5, where the T5 weighs approximately about 16 ounces, the SL1 weighs about 14 ounces, and it can still take all of Canon's EF and EF lenses. To the comparisons, 18 megapixels with a Digi5 processor, allowing for higher ISO settings. Now these settings can be manually controlled from 100 ISO to 12,800 ISO, which is a little higher than the T5. Now if you leave the ISO in auto mode, then it tops out at 6,400. The SL1 also has 9 points of autofocus, but shoots at 4 frames per second, a little bit faster than the T5. Now the biggest feature with the SL1 is the autofocus servo feature, which allows the camera to continuously track autofocus in the video mode. In addition, the back LCD screen is touchscreen, which allows one to, make quick setting changes with just the touch of the finger. This also allows to scroll through your images just like a smart device, as well as enlarge them for better viewing. Now you still also have the creative filters, but more choices when it comes to scene modes, like the kid mode, food, candlelight, night portrait, night scene, and high dynamic range. So overall, the Canon SL1 is an ideal camera for, say, the soccer mom or even the weekend warrior that wants to have all those creative elements, as well as a lot of the manual control in a very nice small package. And now we come to the Canon T5i, which is Canon's highest Rebel camera within their lineup that has everything needed for, say, the photographer or the videographer enthusiast in a nice lightweight body. Stacking in at 18 megapixels with a Digi5 processor, ISO range from 100 ISO to 12,800 ISO, and 9 points of autofocus, with each autofocus point a cross-type sensor, which offers a superior focusing system, a wider range for photographers, as well as a use for the autofocus servo in video. And it also shoots at 5 frames per second. The T5i also has a touchscreen just like the SL1, But the T5i has an articulating LCD screen, which can assist for low-angle or high-angle shots. The T5i has just as many settings and creative filters. However, the T5i has a feature called wireless TTL, which is a function for wireless flash control. TTL stands for through the lens, and roughly what it translates is it translates into an automatic function that allows the camera to fire the proper amount of light of the built-in flash. Now, every Rebel has a built-in flash, and of course you'll notice the little connector here for an add-on flash. Any of the Canon Speed lights, you slide it right on, and remaining in TTL mode, this flash will fire automatically as well. Now, wireless TTL allows you to use the pop-up flash of the camera to remotely fire the speed light away from the camera without any type of sync cord. So the T5i camera, which has that function, as well as a lot of the superior functions for video use, makes this definitely one of the best entry-level cameras, basically to kind of cover all gamuts of photographer or even videographer out there. So the T5i, there you have it, along with the T5 and the SL1. So hey, if you have any other further questions, feel free to contact us on our website at bedfords.com.